and welcome back to the, well, theming park, Icicle Worlds, and the Eggheads Out of Control park, because look what they've been doing. We've been getting theming after theming after theming, right? We have like pretty much all of them. And do we have any rides? Yeah, we're getting like a gentle ride right now, which is what we have the most of. Look, well, okay, maybe also coasters, but in terms of coasters, I said we wouldn't do wood, so that leaves like 2 more for us to build, and that's it. And this one, I actually don't like this one because it's difficult, and this one, yeah, well, what can I say, right? So. Yeah, about the rides that we can build, and they're also researching at the snail's pace. It is not going so well, at least with the research, but with the park, man, look, see, no vomit, hear, no vomit, speak, no vomit. Wasn't that like the name of the ride, like see no evil, hear no evil and stuff, in some park? I don't know, maybe. Anyway, last time we built this coaster, which is Grand, the Mekombu tax, or Mekomba tax. And it's actually good. I also really like the track design. You know, I think this is like how this coaster is supposed to be. A few underground sections, loopings, curving, just crazy. You know, I like it. So, to that end, you know, we need to build more stuff. And I think that with 720 gas, what we need to do really is just expand the path. And also, just out of curiosity, oh yeah, look, everybody's still in the park. So, that's nice. Yeah, let's expand the path and finish this quarter piece here. So we have at least like the start of our grid. And then we can also build a few more rides here. Because I said I wanted to build something here, but that became the tower, which we've just added. So, path expansion it will be. Okay, you're gonna nag and annoy and just be stupid, right? Okay, that's okay. Be stupid all you want. Now, this we need to remove. And let us get over there, like, one further, and then do that over there. Now, in theory, what we could do is, you know, go with a few of these bridges, but I don't really feel like doing it over there. Also, is this lining up, or is this... It seems to be lining up. Right, so that means that we can actually stay on this line of tiles where we're at. Which I think is nice. Is this enough to... Nah. Okay, so let's, yeah, let's just stick to there. Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that, but now we basically, we have to. We have no choice but to hook everything up. So... yeah, I guess the masses of people are right now, you know, they're coming. There's no stopping them. The gates have been opened. Nobody can hold them back. Let's make sure they at least have their jumping fountains. Even though it's not really fountains, it's snowball machines. But hey, whatever, you know, minor detail. Let's also get them trash cans out. We're really going all out in the details. Nice. Let's get our facilities out. You know, the same ones that we have like from the start already since like forever. I know. It's not that bad, you know, but really, the eggheads, yeah. We deserve better in a park this great, right? Ooh, and I also see that we need staff here. We need it badly. Come on, handy dudes. We're gonna have like an army of staff here. I love it. Let's have like a true... Wait, hold on a second. I can't see if this is selected or not. There are 4x4, right? So in theory, then this should also be selected. No, but we're gonna have like an army of staff. You know, like half of the amount of people in the park will actually be staff. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit, you know, exaggerated. But then again, that's what we're aiming for, right? So we'll have an info kiosk, and let's just slam down, like maybe... Did we have like swag anywhere else? No. Which I feel like we could get away with like a swag thing there. And just do like bright yellow. Nice, okay. Then some more of this stuff. Yeah, this is actually gonna help out, you know. Us slamming down this crazy amount of food stalls is actually helping out with getting guests into the park. So I think it's a good thing that we place down this menu. That way we can also ensure that our guests are never hungry. Now, as for what we're gonna build, we are gonna get like a gentle ride, but I feel like what we need is like a maze. Or maybe like a tracked ride. Yeah, we could do like a tracked ride. What if we build like this custom monorail thing? We don't want it to be too long. But what we could do with this is go a little bit around the path. Do we want to do that? Because this is also like where I want to build future rides. Let's stick to our own square here and only go out here and a little bit into the underground. Yeah. Okay, okay. We got an idea. We got an idea here. So if I were to do something like this, and then let us actually go crazy and do something like this. So, first of all, before we screw anything up and cannot get back to the path, let us prevent that from happening. So, come on, game. Game! Game! Yes, thank you. Thanks, game. Right. Okay, so we don't want this to be too long, but at the same time, we want a little bit of track length here. No specials, of course. So, there. Yes, this is what we want. And then, I think we need to go like one further. And then, over here, to be able to do... Oh, crap. Wait. Let's first remove the actual water, because else we're gonna... Yeah, it's a shame we can't do like underwater tubes. How cool would that be, you know? Or under ice tubes in this case. And then, I mean, are we gonna? What are we gonna do here with like scenery? I think what we should do is heighten this up just a little, and you'll see what I intend to do with that in just a moment. And then we can up this here. Let me see. This is the only bit that's not gonna look the greatest, but okay, you know, it is what it is. Now, we don't really want to go out too far, because if we do, we're kind of gonna run into the issue of this is like a slow ride. So what you do not want is a guest on this ride for crazy long. At the same time though, it is a cool ride. So we do want at least a little bit of coolness in here, right? Oh, we're actually okay. That's unexpected. Right. That's annoying. So, I'm just experimenting here right now. But yeah, okay, so that needs to be pulled back one. But I don't know about you guys, but I think we just got it to the exit again. With not a too long track, but also with like a few cool features. So, it should be good, don't you think? And if it isn't, oh, can we change this? No, there's no changing it. We also have almost the maximum amount of cars, which I also think is pretty good. Now this is pretty much a must, you know, we must do the increased timing, especially because yeah, this ride, you know, on the one hand it's gonna be good, but on the other hand it's gonna be terrible because the queue time on this will be humongous. I don't know if we're gonna break the half-hour mark, but if we were to, I would not be surprised. Also, maybe it's better to leave this entertainer in this area. So I think then he can only be at the queue where it is like the longest. Wow, and look at how slow it is. Can I turbocharge them? No, no, I cannot turbocharge them. That's too bad. Right. We should call this Aegis Frost. Aegis Frostburn. Sounds cool, right? For a ride that is anything but special. We have like a very cool name, which should have been like the name of a grand coaster, but then we give it to this lame ride. Because that's how we operate, right? No, did I? Yeah, I did. Alright. Also, I think with our new path section, we definitely need an extra guard. So, no, we just placed that one down. As for the coloring, what are we gonna do? The white supports are okay. This is not. Maybe like a black track with like green insides. Yeah, a little bit of green in there is okay, you know. And then with the white supports, and then we're gonna do the cars icy blue because there's usually like quite a few on them, you know, on the tracks. And also like the, you know, maybe black rotor blades. Yeah, that seems about right. So we have like icy cars on a green track, you know. In contrast to all the tracks being sort of bluish. Very original coloring here. And because it's on the water, I think we can get away with a little bit easy scenerizing. So, very easy scenerizing, you know. This is like instead of Icicle worlds, all of a sudden we're in Fountainland. And also here. Now you might have thought, like, why did you make this a 2x2 square? But that's all because we're gonna have a cool feature there. Bam! Look at that! Isn't that cool? I think it is pretty cool, huh? All of a sudden, there's just this massive ice castle. Cool. Right, okay, so with this added, what are we gonna do next? I think we should take a look at... again, expanding the park. Or at least the path. Well, I mean, also the park, of course. What do we have? We did receive a gentle ride now, didn't we? No, we received the popcorn stall. Oh no, wait, we did receive the monorail. Shall we do a transportation ride? I feel like over here though, in like a snow world, I feel like what we should do is like a ski. You know what we could do? Once we get it, that is. What we could do is build like a ski jump thing. Well, I don't know what it's called, you know. You know, where they jump off with the skis and jump long distances. We can terraform such a thing and build like a ski. Yeah, we're gonna make like a ski section. Hell yeah! So let's skip out on the transportation rides. I did see that we received a popcorn stall. So we should definitely add, excuse me, our new food stuff to the park. We cannot not do this, right? So, in the end, the shops and stalls, you know, the more we have them, the better it will be for the park. I don't think two of them next to each other is like the greatest. And we don't need to place them as frequently as we did with, like, you know, right at the start. Like here, seems good. Maybe like one or two more, and then we should have at least enough to cover us here. Maybe also like one. Seems about right. Good. Okay. Now, as for like where we're gonna expand, we were building over here, but I think if we build here, I think we should extend this area. So why don't we hook up this joint here, and let's plan out for where we're gonna do the skiing thing. Because I think over here, where it's really mountainous, is like an excellent area to do this. Kind of wanna do do it over here. Shall we do the terraforming first, even though we're not gonna use it? I don't know, maybe. I mean, if we do the path here, we can then remove a few trees and do it. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I decided, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up this section, and then we're gonna add a few rides to it. And then we'll do the terraforming once we have the actual ski lift itself. So, right, with the plan being clear, at least to me. Wait, hold on a second. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this like in true winter country. You know that like how those alpine countries have like tunnels everywhere? Look, that's what we're doing too. We're just carving up the mountains, basically. However, we will continue to go straight here so that we can do some cool stuff with the stations in the future. So basically, we're just, you know what we should do? This is me thinking ahead of like, what we should do is just this. Because this is like a perfect excuse to place down trash cans. See? This is the great tycoon is showing. I'm preparing for the trash cans. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what separates a great tycoon from just your average tycoon. Thinking ahead for the trash cans. There, now, let us move over here like this. And then, because we kept it separated, I can slam down the benches, you know? This invisible god hand just magically conjuring up benches everywhere. Okay, this is a nice bit. Now we have all the room for the trash cans. Nice. And all the room for the jumping fountains. Oh, this is good. I like it. And then there. Perfect. Let's get some stuff down. Also a new security guard. I think it would be a good habit. Excuse me. Habit to get as a new guard for like every path expansion that we do. That way we are at least certain that we'll always have enough, you know. Yeah. When it breaks down, it's still funny, you know. Now, what are we gonna build here? Definitely do we want a coaster, but I also feel like I want we've just built that one. We don't have anything there, nor do we have water rides. Maybe what we can do is the car ride. Okay, hold on a second. I have an idea. So if we were to do the ski thingy, we could also integrate the car ride in the base of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Okay, so how exactly are we gonna do the ski thing? Basically what I'm thinking is we're not gonna do it too high. Maybe utilize like this top here and then also build the path like through the base. Yeah, let's do that. Let's utilize that top over there. Okay, guys, I mean, but first of all, before we do this, we have like this long section with no facilities. Let's quickly get the facilities down and then go bonkers with our whole skiing operation that we just made up. It's only an imaginary thing for the moment, but just watch it as we are quickly gonna pull it from the ground. Then we can have you over here. Nice. Maybe do like the orange one. Then a few drinks thingies. There. Yeah, let's do like 2 here. Because what you really do not want is a thirsty guest. So then you as well, because you're new. So we definitely want a popcorn. Oh man, the dentists are gonna love my park, you know. all you can get here is soda, sugared apples. Though you are a little bit. Wait, that's like a bit too much. All you can get here is sugared apples, sweetened popcorn, and donuts. You know, all of those are sugar bombs. Maybe we should sell like dentist subscriptions too. You know. Oh yeah, definitely. They're gonna love us. We need sponsoring from them. That's what we need. Right, okay, so let's do the terraforming right now. Because, yeah, you know, we got the stuff in place that we want. Are we gonna go with like a 3 high jump or like a 2 high? How high are we? And how high can you go? 31. I feel like that's a little bit too high. I think 27 seems good. And then something like this. And then this. This should be the thing, you know? And then we want, of course, like a platform to where our ski lift can go. Which should be like 3 high. And a little bit lower. Maybe something like this. Maybe also a little bit more extended. So because we do want the ski lift to be rather big. Okay, so now that we have this, then we also need, of course, the path up there. But wow, look at the colors. We have like some filter on there that has just inverted everything. Okay, so just for now, you know, we are gonna do like a bit of terrain coloring just so that we can see what we're doing, and also because it's less ugly, right? Man, with the thunderstorm, it really just craps out. I mean, this is just ugly. Yeah, they could have done a better job. I guess, you know, what the devs never did is just playtest the thing. And also, I feel like we're gonna do a like this. Now let's do like the actual terraforming, right? So the first platform is gonna be, you know, just flat, and then we're gonna have to go down. It's very interesting, right, guys? Just watching me do the terraforming. Look, this is gonna be such a bonkers ski descent slope. Is that what the English word is? Ski slope? Should have looked it up, really, but yeah. And then, you know what? Maybe as well, maybe we should lower the whole thing down like one. So that the very first descent is like just vertical, you know? So basically you start here with like the vertical and then you go down. And ooh, I have a cool idea as well. If we heighten this up by 1, if we were to do any tracks, we would basically have like a free underground section. How cool is that? Right, and then basically we want this to be, because you're gonna have flat, flat, and then up. So it's gonna be like this. Crap. Look, this is how it's going to be. Yeah, I like it. Now, as for like the, you know, the thingy here. Really, what color is this? I think this looks good, you know. So let's get this back to like what it was. Snow. And then have this be just concrete, you know. And then we'll have the actual ski thing be these walls. All we're gonna do is just give them the snow covering again. Yeah, and maybe let's do like a roof, type thing here. Doesn't this look like a true and proper ski thing? Now, the reason we did build all of this, and it looks like utter garbage right now, but the reason we built this is so that we can actually do like a cool car ride in there. Which... oh, we have the Kruger Mansion too. Yeah, but we're gonna do like a cool car ride in there, because we can use the base a little bit to do some cool stuff. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think if we were to go back to this view, I think the car ride, we might as well build that over here. Are we gonna do that, or are we gonna stick it up over here? Yeah, no, let's stick it up over here, and let's do like an underground station thing. So something like that. Perfect. Oh, and also, you know, just because we have the time for the scenery as well. That's just to make it look nice. Now we'll fix this up later, you know, with like adding more stuff to it. But this over here is just to have this look nice, you know. Our man, where? Oh, it's over here. Now, but this was just to get the building out, so we can do some cool stuff with our car. And then, what are we gonna do? We need, of course, this. I mean, that's not even a choice. Okay, so let's leave it at like this. Already, I'm in kind of a dilemma here, because I don't really want to... we can still probably manage something. Right. So first of all, what I kind of want to do is just enter this from like the front, and then somehow get out over there. But what we do not want to do is... you know what we actually need to do here? There's a lot of things we need to do here. This is what we need to do. Look, this is us being clever. Oh, you know what? Why are we going outside if we can also just... man. Oh, this is so much better. Oh wait, so we needed, of course, we needed to start that one over here, right? Yeah. And then over here as well. 2 higher. And then over here too. And we'll give this a roof tiling. Hey, I said roof tiling. Dang it, game, remember my preferences. Oh crap. This needs to go up here, but look, now we are like where we want to be with this. Also, we might as well already start laying down like how this is gonna work here. So, which is basically something like this, you know. And then the entrance is gonna be here. So we might as well, you know, to that end, even go all out with like the available path space. And man, is it just me or is it raining like all the time here? This seems like that to me. Good, okay, so we now have already for our ski lift, or our chair lift, which is totally not even a thing we can build, but we already have the, you know, the terrain laid out and the infrastructure. Speaking about preparation, huh? I say we take it to the extreme. And rightfully so. Ah, nice, there is this one space there. Good, okay, back to what we were actually trying to do here, and that is building this thing. this should allow us to go nice. Wait, hold on a second. That's not how it's gonna work out. We need to do that like over here. And then go up. Because I believe right now we're hugging the hill. Nice. Now the good thing is that because we have our path already there, basically we are now free to... Hold on a second. What is... I'm at height 30. Oh wow, we're at height 19. Yeah, let's keep it a little bit simple, shall we? So if that's height 13, if we are at height 16, this is already good enough. And then I don't want to block this off, so perhaps it would be better for us to go straight over here. Because in reality, I just want to keep this free for any future tracks. So maybe right now would be the best way to just, you know, get over here and get back. Because already I feel like this will be a crazy long ride. Also, I don't really want to just hug the path. I want to go above the path here. So that we can still place down shops and stalls should the desire arise. Oh, that's a shame. How cool would it be to have like another drop there? Now, it's a good thing that those cars are actually anchored to the tracks, because if they weren't, yeah, that might have given some issues at some point. Look, and then it's just back. And what we can do here is like add like another castle, which I think would be a nice thing, you know. Let's do that. Let's add another castle, because I believe that the car ride also benefits greatly from the scenery. And so far all we've done is just terraformed a little bit. That's about it. And then we'll do something like this. Game. Why did you swoosh over my you know, my camera? Now, cat cars, are these cool? Let's go with trucks from like the ice truckers, right? Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so what we need to do then is basically say this is gonna be hooked up to there, is it not? Yeah, it is. And then all we need is an entry sign there. And then a bench, of course, and a queue, and basically, we're golden. This is all we need, really. See how easy it is sometimes. Okay, terraforming we shall do here, because that will already hook it up, and I think that's a long enough queue for this ride, because really, we're gonna have ginormous queues here, or ginormous queue times. So I really want this to be at least 20 seconds. And we'll have to check in later and to see how long the actual queue time is, and then be blown away by our underestimation of it. Because that's what it's gonna come down to. Now, are we gonna call this car ride one? Of course we're not gonna call this car ride one. We're gonna call this Ice Road Truckers Live. And then I should do like an R with like the special sign, but since I can't, I'm just gonna do an exclamation mark, you know. This is like the series and then real. And of course, you're gonna be driving on ice. So definitely, are we gonna have that? And we're gonna have brown for the logs, and then we're gonna have, are we gonna do different colored trucks? Oh, why not? Let's do different colors per truck. So we're not gonna do anything too fancy with all kind of like random colors. I'm just gonna go through and pick a few, you know, so that we have a bit of everything. So we'll have like a rainbow driving around the track here, basically. Well, that's okay. That. It's like rust brown. I wouldn't want to drive that truck over a frozen river, you know, if the rust is basically dripping off it. Oh well. And then a pink one for the ladies. And then a dark purple one. And then card 12 will be yellow. Right, okay. It's probably really crappy, but... oh, and we also didn't check on this one. That's actually not too bad. How long was it again? 2 minutes and 1 second. Hold on a second. So if we have 11 and 2 minutes and 1 second is like the right time, that basically means 120. That means that we can drop this back down to like 10 and have like a much shorter queue time. Nice. Very nice. Of course we need an entertainer here too. And you are only on the queue again. How good. I like it. Now with all this new path, we also need like a new mechanic. But ladies and gentlemen, can I just say that so far this park is truly shaping up to be rather nice. Now this needs some filling in. But I think we should make like a little snow village or something, you know. Maybe flatten this, add like a few castle walls and... I also want like a few flower beds in there, but we need a flat terrain to place a flower bed. And yeah, if there's one thing that we're a little bit short on, it's the flat terrain. But so far so good. I think this park is shaping up to be rather nice. And you know what I just now see? We made this whole ski jump thing here. That's what it's supposed to be, right? But look where, if you were to do this, look where you end up. You just end up right in the river. Yeah, best placement ever. Oh, hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna see if we're gonna have the chairlift as ride and get like a proper installation here, you know, and build other cool stuff next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.